Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in your day. Welcome to week 2, Monday, week 2 of online learning with Mr. Harris, Algebra 1, Informal Geometry, Petoskey High School. Hope you guys are well. As always, glad you're checking in. We don't get to see each other face to face, but I've been appreciating seeing people post stuff to the website and do some work on cons. So without further ado, I'll jump into the slides and we'll get going from there. So let's share screen. Make that a little bigger, hopefully. There we go. All right, so yeah, started here with number 1. Just thank you, welcome, obviously. Great sharing, great to hear from you all. I chuckled a couple times, kind of nodded my head. It was just really good to hear from people. I think someone was, using recycled materials to make art, which sounded really cool. Some people were doing some more cooking now that there's some more family time. Saw a lot of working out and running. That's awesome. A lot of family games. I saw some people watching the Marvel movies with their family. Just really great stuff. Thanks for sharing out, reaching out, letting us know what you're doing. I really appreciate it. About 2/3 of you, a little less than 2/3, 62% of you guys are participating. So challenge your classmates. If you talk to anybody, challenge them, make sure they're online. And, as always, if anyone's having any challenges, just please reach out to me, reach out to classmates, reach out to admin, whatever. But please, let me know what I can do to help you. So that's a big thank you for what you guys have been doing. I really appreciate you communicating. Second piece here is plan and space. So, something that might help you guys, I know is really helpful for us. As you know, maybe you don't know, but we have 4 small children. So routine and space for study. So I put this right here. Oops, let me see if I can go back here. A well-ordered life. So make sure that, you have a routine, and if you don't, please try and start a routine. It really helps. Get things done in a timely manner. So I know, for example, like we pretty much do the same thing every day, and we do homeschool with the kids pretty much the same time every day. And look, obviously, this is a new time. There's a lot of challenges. We're at home, and so there's obviously flexibility built in. But having a consistent time and place to do things is really helpful. That second piece under plan and space right here is story time, math in the nursery. So, yesterday we went to do our homeschooling, and I was tasked with working on school while watching the 2 younger ones in the nursery. And let me just say that did not go as well as I thought it would with doing math while I was trying to do it in the nursery. So make sure you have not just a time, but a place that's conducive or helpful to learning. So like right now I'm in my beautiful kitchen, and kids are in nap. So like, that's a good time and place for me to get some things done minus distractions. So just some tips to help you be successful with this journey we're on. Last piece is the assignments piece. So why are the assignments important? Well, before we get into that, let's look at this. this quote up here under the welcome piece. So it says, the more math classes students take, the higher their earnings 10 years later, with increases in salary as high as 19.5%. So pretty much 1/5 better 10 years after high school. Now, like, I get it, money's not the only thing, but money's not a bad thing either. It's nice to have more as opposed to less, I would say. And it's no guarantee of happiness or security or safety. But hey, if you could make an extra 20%, I would encourage that. And math, that's what will get you there. That's not my opinion. That is what has been demonstrated in the literature. So how does that play into assignments, right? So please do what we're doing here, and preview next year's course as well. So the way it works in our house is like every day from 10:15 to, excuse me, 11:15 to 11:45. The kids do math. So half hour every day, and we're previewing next year's stuff as we go. Like, we're doing the stuff that needs to be done for this year, and we're working on the stuff for next year too, because that's only going to help them do a better job next year. So that's where we are with that. Some questions have come up about con. Try and get 75%. I would encourage you to get 100%. I mean, you can take it over and over again. It's not going to hurt you to do it so you get it all the way right. And if you have any questions, just reach out. Screenshots would be pretty helpful. So if you just take a picture of something you missed and shoot me an email, I can dig into that during office hours and get it back to you, hopefully pretty quickly, or phone call, text, whatever. We could even Zoom, Google Hangout, whatever, so that I can support you guys in your learning. There is a last piece, and then we'll get into questions. There's a form. There's a new form on math in everyday life. Check it out. So my little quick story is looking at getting an Apple Watch. So trying to figure out if the numbers for that make sense, right? If that's an appropriate purchase given our financial situation and how much I want to spend on some stuff. So we will see, to be determined. Still discerning that choice, and certainly looking at all the numbers and seeing how that makes sense before just impulsively buying it's like a $500 watch or something like that. So that's one way of using math. I think I put like cooking. That's always the way I use. We have a lot of people to feed, so usually doubling or tripling recipes goes over pretty well here. But yeah, however you use it as well. So check that out on the forum. I appreciate it. And as always, if anything's confusing or challenging, reach out. Let me know what I can do to help, and I will do my best to do that in a timely manner. All right, so I'm going to do a geometry problem. So if you're in algebra, you can skip the geometry problem, and then I'm going to do an algebra problem, and then all the stuff is on con. So please do the con. Again, if you are taking more math classes, if you're getting yourself ready for more math classes, you will do better financially down the road. So, bear that in mind. It's wise to make proper plans and pursue proper steps to put you in the best situation you can be in now and in the future. So let me go to the next slide, hopefully. There we go. So there's my informal geometry example. So again, if you're in algebra, you can skip this and pick up later. So let's see if we can't get some annotation going on here. We'll draw this line here. format. Nice line. All right, good. So here we are. We'll start with yellow. Okay, so a couple different ways to do this. First way I'm going to show you is I'm going to split this into a rectangle here, right here. So I've got a rectangle and I've got a triangle, right? So here, or a trapezoid. So here's my rectangle, and here is my trapezoid. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so the total area is the area total, T for total, is the area of the rectangle plus the area of the trapezoid. And the area of the rectangle is length times width. Which if we look at our rectangle, I'm pretty sure that's 4 by 1. Which is just 4. All right, so that's that. Yeah, we're going to add that to the area of the trapezoid. So the area of the trapezoid, and I'm doing this problem to show you how to do area trapezoid as well. So hoping to address 2 concerns with 1 problem. Area of the trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times the height. Okay, so what's base 1 and what's base 2? What's the height? Well, the bases are the parallel sides. So here's a base, base 1. And this would be base 2. And it doesn't say exactly what base 2 is. Oh, heavens, what are we to do? Well, 4 would be the same on this side as it would be on that side for the shape to close. So base 2 is going to be 4 and base 1 is 2. So 4 plus 2 over 2 times the height. What is the height? Well, remember the height is always in a 90-degree relationship to the base. That's how we measure height. We don't measure at an angle other than 90. It would not be accurate. When we measure how tall you are, we have you stand straight up against something to see how tall you are. So we're looking for this height right here. And that height right there is not 2. 2 is the whole thing. So 2 is the whole thing, and this section right here down on the bottom is 1. So the height would be 1 because 1 plus 1 is 2. So I'll throw that in there. Do the math. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 over 2 times 1, which is 3 times 1, which is 3. So we get area is the 3 plus, bring that close down 3 plus the 4 that we got for the area of that rectangle, for a grand total of 7 units squared. Okay, so that is one way to do the problem. You can also do the area of the whole rectangle, so 4 times 2 is 8, and then subtract out this triangle that's not really there, right there. Let's see if we can get really fancy here and get a little like highlighter. Could also get this triangle right here, which would be 1/2 of the base times the height. So 1/2 of 1 times 2. 1/2 of 1 times 2, which is just 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7 units. So get the same thing, do it this way. This I showed you in a little more detail. You can also do it that way. So whatever works for you, but yeah, do those con problems, enter real world math application in the form. And again, great to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in, and email, call, text, whatever. If you have any questions or there's anything I can do to help, or you just want to check in and say hi. All right, see you soon. Informal geometry. We will move on to algebra. So next algebra problem is, there we go. Hey, okay, whoa. It's like we've got some erasing to do there, algebra, so let me help that. Hopefully. And it's erase. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay, so simplify this following rational expression. So, yeah, we're just building on the factoring stuff that we did while we were still at school and the review you did last week. So, not much new here. This excluded value stuff, we did some of it in school, but I'll recover that. Expression undefined, another way of thinking about that, let's see if I put some text here, is an excluded value. Right, and the excluded value makes the expression undefined. And that happens when the denominator equals 0. Occurs when, that's the bottom of the fraction. Equals 0. Okay. So yeah, so we'll have to figure that out. And we need to reduce this. So I am going to just start factoring stuff. So I'm going to start with the top here. So let's see. Let's see. a yellow highlight going on. So I'm going to start by factoring this. And when I factor, I probably had you say this to each other more than 10 times, probably closer to 20 when we were still in school, is look for the GCF first. So if I look for a GCF here first, I believe that that is going to be 5. Right? So if I pull a 5 out of these 3 terms of this trinomial, I am going to be left with k squared plus, excuse me, minus 10k, or just 10, minus 10 plus 9, yeah. K there. Minus 10k plus 9. Okay, excuse the slightly sloppy piece there. Let's see if we can do a job here. Okay, that's probably better. So k squared minus 10 squared plus 9. All right, and that's going to go over. And then I'm going to factor the bottom here. So we can change this right here. And you can use a diamond on that, or perfect square trinomial. So either way, factors of 81 that get you negative 18 are going to be negative 9 and negative 9. A is 1, so we can use a shortcut. Or again, there's a special pattern there. So whatever you choose doesn't really matter. K minus 9 and K minus 9. Okay, so you have options here. You can keep simplifying this thing, or you can address the excluded values or the values that make the expression undefined. So I'm going to choose to deal with that now. So I'm going to deal with this right now. And when the bottom of the fraction equals 0, that is undefined in our system here. So I'm going to set these equal to 0 and see what I get, and then those would be an excluded value. So I will do that over here, and I'll just put E X E for excluded value. All right, so k minus 9 is 0. So if either one of those quantities is 0, the whole thing will be 0, right? Because 0 times anything is 0. So I can set either one or both equal to 0. Now, I'm only going to do it once because they're the same thing. If they were different, I would do it twice and I can get a couple excluded values. So I'm just going to do it once again because k minus 9 is the same as k minus 9. Either one of those quantities is 0, you're going to get 0 because of the 0 product property. So just solve this, adding 9 to both sides. And you get k is 9. So this would be an excluded answer. I couldn't get a picture of the whole problem. This is enough of the problem, but there are some more answers there. So that's the values of k that make the expression work fine, because if I plugged k equal 9 in there, I'd get 0, and the whole bottom would be 0, and that doesn't work for fractions in our system of logic. So we got to throw that value out. All right, so that's that. So then back to the simplifying. Okay. Simplify this. Now, I can only simplify things that are the same in parentheses. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can factor this. So I'll take it down a line. Let's get some black to work with. So if we diamond that, 9, that gets us -10. So I've still got the 5 hanging out in front. And then I've got k minus 9. And k minus 1. And on the bottom, we still have k minus 9. Now I could have written k minus 9 squared. And I like to just write it out twice in case there's a couple things that cancel out. Can kind of help you to see it a little bit easier. Just a suggestion. No worries if you want to write k minus 9 squared and understand that there's 2 k minus 9s. So, all right, so there we are there. So if something is the same on the top and the bottom, just like, you know, if we had 7 over 7, that just equals 1, right? Because those will cancel. Same thing here. K minus 9 over k minus 9. Let's go ahead and take those out with the nice pink highlighter here. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. Because it's the same thing in a parenthesis, top and bottom. Okay. You can't cancel anything out here because they need to be this exactly the same. So then what's left? What does that leave us with here? So let's pull up some orange, change this to a line. So 5 is left on the top. K minus 1 is left on the top. And what's left on the bottom? K minus 9. All right, so that is your final answer. You would put this in there, and then make sure you did the undefined or the excluded values. I will say this, don't wait till the end to do excluded values. Some things canceled here, but you need to do excluded values earlier on in the process in terms of what you have written down, because there could be more than one. So that's why I showed you doing it pretty early on. You can wait till the end, but you need to go back to the original problem really to find the excluded values early on before you started canceling things. Yeah, hope that helps. Again, any questions, concerns, or you just want to check in, call, email, text, Skype, whatever, try and facilitate your learning. So let's see if we can do this. Yeah, so great to check in with you, although virtually, and hoping you guys and your families are well. Stay healthy, be good, do what you need to do and look forward to hearing from you. And I'll post some more stuff on Khan, and I'll post some more stuff on Wednesday. All right. Take care.